How many times you have said, why isn't it not working? Why it's not working, why I don't see evidence of my manifestation, or why things are going the opposite way around. I am such a failure. I have tried for so long to manifest my specific person or the money or the career. Everyone else online seems to succeed. I don't even believe in manifestation any longer. Like, why isn't it working? And today I'm here to tell you that you are not a failure. The simple truth is that you have already won. Let me explain. Hello everybody, my name is Naya, and on this channel I talk everything about manifestation, esotericism, and so much more. If you want extra weekly content, they are on my Patreon, including, challenges, readings, and so much more, personal updates, backstage of my videos. Like, the subscription is down below, and we also have a dedicated chat where we support one another, and you can find like-minded people that believe in manifestation and esotericism. I also got spells on Patreon if you're interested in that. And then, of course, for all my private services, the links are down below to my Ko-Fi shop, which includes my formula course, which is a complete course on how to manifest a specific person, money, the science behind manifestation. Is hours and hours of content. You can find it down below. Now, let's get started with today's video. See, every single time that you focus your attention to something, it persists. That's how this reality is constructed. I didn't make the rules. So if you persistently focus on the fact that it is not working, you are essentially focusing on failure, and you're becoming a failure out of your own assumptions, out of your own words, but you're never a failure. The only thing that you have to do is to shift your perspective and to step into certainty that what you want is done. But Naya, how can I step into certainty if I don't believe it yet because I don't have it? You're very smart. Thank you for asking. Why I say smart? Because of course you are not going to believe it until you see it, you can touch it, especially because the majority of the things that we're trying to manifest are material, and that's okay. There's nothing to feel bad about. So obviously, when it comes down to material things, you want to feel them, you want to experience them. Material for me is also manifesting a specific person, even though love is such a bigger and emotional and greater concept. But in regards to a specific person, you want to feel in touch and have the experience with the specific person. So yeah, it is material in that sense, as well as the house and the money and whatever it is that you want. So yeah, yes, you're not going to believe it until you see it, but we need to make a distinction between believing it consciously and believing it subconsciously. An assumption is to believe that something is true before it happens, but we know that what creates our own reality is the power of our subconscious mind, so we got to assume it subconsciously. Our conscious mind only makes 5% of our brain activities, if I'm correct. Therefore, yes, you do not have to believe it consciously. You could, but you don't have to. You don't have to sit consciously in that state, but you have to make the subconscious mind believe it. And how do we do that? Through repetition, because the subconscious learns through the act of repetition, focus, therefore attention. So whatever attention you have, and whatever topic, whatever affirmations, whatever thought persisted upon, that's what manifests, because that would eventually translate into a state. A state of what? A state of consciousness, a state of being. And our world is nothing but a reflection of our state. So we get into the state through repetition. So I want to quote Neville Goddard for a second, and then I'm going to give you more powerful examples of what do I mean with you have already won. So Neville Goddard used to say this: assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled and persist in that assumption. For that assumption, thought false at the moment, if sustained, will harden into fact. This means that the moment that you assume that something is done, reality must conform. And therefore, the only thing that you have to do is to step into the certainty that is done. So it doesn't matter if you don't see any results. It doesn't matter if right now you're blocked. It doesn't matter if whatever you believe or whatever you want, it feels impossible. And right now, what you are affirming for is false. It's not true. Right now, it's not true. So don't try to make it true in the now. In the now, what you're affirming is false. But what I'm saying is, and what Neville is saying, it does not matter that right now is false. Because if you keep repeating it, it won't be false for long. And think about how many times I did this on this channel. One is recently I posted a short. You have it all recorded and on video where I say, I don't care what you see. I don't care that you don't believe that I'm married. I don't care. I have 100,000 subscribers. I am married. And I said this 1 year ago and I sustained it, even though back then when I was shooting my videos from Milan, Italy, it was false. I didn't have 100,000 subscribers. I wasn't married back then. And before then, I didn't even have anybody. But what did I say on camera? I got it. I got it. I want it. I got it. I already won. In the moment that I desire it, I have won. I got it. So through the repetition, I shift my perspective to step, or actually I shift my subconscious mind to step into certainty. And that's what we are doing lately on this channel, is nothing but shift our own perspectives. We talked about the methods, we talked about the science behind affirmations and all of that. We've done it. Now, what it's important is to understand the states of consciousness, the reality mirrors our state. And to change a state, yes, you need repetition, but sometimes all you need is to go back on track and to have a video that shifts that mindset. So you got that moment of awareness, that moment, like we like to call it. So your brain shifts to the right points of attention. And that's why I'm doing these videos in this way, to shift your perspective, to see that it's that simple, and all it takes is for you, again, to shift what? Your attention and your focus. Now, I have some examples for you, like I usually do, practical examples. One example is like a thought experiment, like the Schrödinger cat. So, let's talk about how to step into certainty. Let's give the example of a lottery ticket. Many of you will resonate with this. So let's imagine that you have a winning lottery ticket. You have bought it and you've won it, but you didn't cash the money yet. So yeah, theoretically the money is yours, but they're not yet in your hands or in your bank account. You just got the winning ticket. You know that you won, okay? And not cashed yet. How would you think? Would you think, oh my God, where is the money? Where is the money? Where is the money? I don't see the money coming. Yeah, I won, but God knows if I won actually. Unless I see the money, I don't believe it. Some people actually are like this, and I'm very sorry if you are. Because that limits your imagination, that limits you if you think in this way. But the majority of people wouldn't do this, because the majority of people are very creative. Their subconscious mind is very active. Their inner child is active in a way. And so if you would have the winning lottery ticket, you would go, oh my God, I'm calling everybody. I won. You'll start thinking about the houses you want to buy, the money, how you wanted to invest them, all the luxury things that you want to buy to yourself. Or some people wouldn't buy anything. They just want to invest. Whatever. You will start calling lawyers and accountants and start thinking and watching content about what do you do after you have the winning lottery ticket. What do you have to do? Who should you call? How should you invest the money? How can I not waste them? You would do all of this, or some people would do something different. But what would you do if you would already have the winning lottery ticket? You definitely, the majority of you wouldn't sit around and saying, where are the money? You know that the money are yours. So you know you're going to cash them out. That's the same with manifestation. It's not different. Every single time that you have a desire, you have won the lottery. You already have the winning ticket. So my SP blocked me. Problem. I won. My SP loves me. It's that simple. But so let's go to another point, in fact, that I want to make about problems. Sometimes you come to a coach or to a teacher or on YouTube, whatever, or Twitter, TikTok, wherever you are. And this is how you go. So I've been trying to manifest this. However, my SP blocked me or my boss fired me. And now the problem is that I don't know how to fix, or sometimes you do this. So I manifested my SP back. Everything was going fine. Or I manifested this new job and everything seems amazing. But now I think I wasn't paying that good attention to my mental diet, or I did this thing wrong. And the things are not going exactly as planned. And I don't know how to fix this. How do I fix this? There's nothing to fix. Why? Nia, no, there is. I'm telling you, things are not going the way that I want to. Tell me, how do I fix this problem? You don't understand. There is no problem. Yes, we can talk about a strategy together. That's why I do have my strategy manifestation report where I give you tailor-made affirmations and steps to follow. Yes, we can talk about a strategy. We can talk about a routine to follow in order to put you back on track mentally. But the first thing that we have to understand, to put ourselves in the right perspective, there is nothing to fix. There is no problem. Because as long as we are going to acknowledge that there is a problem, the problem is going to be there. Because whatever we pay attention to persists. But this is the funny thing about life. Every problem has got a solution inside of it. My SP blocked me, solution, I'm unblocked. Why? Because SP loves me. So all we gotta do is to shift our mindset on the solution, on the fact that we already won. There is nothing to fix and there has never been a problem. Joseph Murphy used to say, live in the joyous expectancy of the best, and invariably the best will come to you. It's the law of expectancy, which is not the law of excess importance and potential, but is to know that I seen it, I want it, I got it. It's that simple. And the more you automatically go thinking in this way, you reframe your mind, your programming thinking in this way, the faster and easier it comes to you. But the time that it takes is the time that it takes you to shift into this mindset, in this philosophy, in this mentality. Because if you would be consistent in this mentality, you will see a lot more results, a lot more faster. I'm going to give you another success stories from Neville Goddard. And this is the example of the famous act as if success story. Not because you have to act as if, but hear me through. A woman Neville Goddard thought wanted to be married. Instead of asking where is he, she simply assumed she already was married. So she didn't waste time saying, where is my husband? Where is my husband? Neville said that I can manifest it, but I don't see it. Where is my husband? No, she assumed she had it. And the way she did it, that was very subjective to her and to what she believed. She started setting a second plate at dinner. She slept on one side of the bed. She fully embodied the state, I am married. Within weeks, she met her husband. Now, you do not have to act as if, but if that helps you, you could, and that helped her. But just because you believed in it. You don't have to go through all of that unless it makes you feel good. What I used to do when I was manifesting my now husband and I was completely single, I would wake up in the morning and imagine that he would be next to me and telling me how much he loves me. And I will say, I am so happy and grateful for my amazing boyfriend. That's all I did. And that worked for me because I decide what works and what doesn't work for me. I stepped into certainty in that way. So your manifestation is not something that you chase. It's not something that you question. It's not something that you wait for it. You subconsciously believe in it. You assume and then it happens. So the mentality has to be shifted, because as long as you're going to wait for it, as long as you're going to focus on being a failure because you don't see it, as long as you will try to fix what's not working, those are all your problems right there. And the solution is to stop thinking that there is a problem whatsoever and to see the solution within the problem, which is only shifting your attention and changing the story, really. I mean, And the thing that it's, before we get into the conclusion and the summary points, the thing that interested me the most is that some people can do this and it is so easy. And some people have this programming where they need to have some sort of reaffirmation from the outside in order to believe in the law. Because this is not even about believing in a specific manifestation. This is about believing in the law altogether. It's about buying the pearl of great price. And you see, as long as your life is dependent on what other people think of you, on what you see outside of you, and it's not, you're not going to get anywhere because you don't understand the cause of everything, which is your consciousness. Your life depends on you. Your life depends on what you decide, not what other people decide for you, not what reality decides for you. You determine your reality. And I remember I've seen this behavior a lot. Like the other day, I was reading a Reddit post about me, and it kept me. I know I shouldn't read this stuff, but it was really interesting because this girl was saying, I stopped believing in manifestation because Naya did a video on manifesting her pregnancy. And I mean, come on, she never did a video about saying that she had fertility problem or she never shared a sad sobbing story about why she struggled so much to be pregnant. I mean, it's easy. You get with somebody and you get pregnant. That's not a manifestation. First and foremost, thank you for being my best gynecology out there, and you know everything about my fertility, my past, or my issues, which I never gonna share. And the reason why I don't share I don't need to share any sobbing stories with you guys is because first, even if I had problems, I wouldn't talk about them because they don't exist. Second, because I understand that everything is a manifestation. Easy or not easy, good or bad, I take responsibility for all. And yes, I am going to do a video about manifesting my pregnancy because that's a manifestation accomplished, whether you think it's easy or whether it was easy or not for me. That's besides the point. What is interesting is that thing alone can make you sway from believing in manifestation. You never believed in manifestation in the first place. And the reason why you never believed in it is because you never really tried it. You were seeing whether it was working for other people. You were trying to convince yourself by watching YouTube videos, and that's not how it works, honey. It works when you actually do it and you test it for yourself. I don't want you to believe in it because you heard my story or because you heard me. I want you to do it. To do it for real, like I did, to test it in your body and your experience. That's when you're going to believe it because you're doing it, you're repeating it, and you are determined to succeed. So don't believe it. Test it, and step into certainty. Or I can give you another example. I mean, how many times do I have to say, I have this, I have this, I have this, I can see it. No matter what you guys are telling me, I can see I have 100,000 subscribers. I can see I'm married. How many times do I have to do this? And then it happens. That's all it takes, is to have this determined mindset to step yourself into certainty and to not see problems because there are none. There are no problems to talk about. There is nothing to fix. You have already won. You already have the winning ticket. So let's sum up today's video and conclude on how to step into the reality that you want effectively. First and foremost, you do not need to ask if it's working. It's always working. You do not need to check for evidence. You are the evidence. You and your consciousness are your primary source of everything. You do not need to fix anything because there is no problem to fix. Last and my most favorite quote from Neville Goddard. Let me know in the comment section down below if it is also your favorite quote. Dare to assume you are what you want to be, and you will compel everyone to see you as such. Dare to assume that you are already what you want to be, and everyone will see you as such. The world will conform because it will see you as what you claim to be. And that's how it only happens when you stop wondering and you stop saying what you want and claim it to your subconscious mind through the act of repetition and affirmation, or through the act of shifting your awareness and be like, That's it. Enough of wasting time with doubts. I got it. When you decide in this way. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you very soon over here as well as on Patreon. I love you, and I hope this video was inspiring.